Good Wednesday morning. Today, as you could tell from our previous videos, that we love snacks, and making breakfast stuff earlier and throughout the week, it just helps, especially on the weekend, because if we have a lot of biscuits, then I won't have to make biscuits. And today, it's a mix, but it's cinnamon biscuits. Oh my goodness, these biscuits are their rival, like Bojangles or Hardee's, like biscuits. So good, and it smells like it coming out. Let's say hi to the beast. He wants to say hi. Hi. Okay, so let's get started. Since it's a mix, I'm just following the directions. So for the mix, I already set my oven to 450, and I have a greased cookie sheet. My cookie sheets, I always like to have aluminum foil, because that means I won't have to wash it unless something leaks through the aluminum foil. So let's get started. I forgot one very important ingredient. Gotta have some milk. So it calls for 2 cups of biscuit mix. So here's my cup right here. And because this is so small, I'm just gonna pour it. Make it about as even as I can. If it was a lot deeper, then I would definitely do it the correct way of putting it in there and using my knife, but do what you can, you know. It doesn't have to be perfect. If it's a little dry, you add more milk, that kind of thing. So that's 1 cup. Oh, and look at this mix. You see all those bits of cinnamon? Oh, it's so good, so good. We saw this at our farmer's market, and it's where we normally buy all of our produce at. So we saw it, and I was like, It was one of those things where we couldn't forget about it. Both of us were thinking about it. So we went back the next day just to get this biscuit mix. And the price tag's still on it. It's like $3.75. I did find some on Amazon, but again, it's for the whole pack, like a pack of 2 or 3. But I have to say though, these are worth it. Definitely worth it. So here's my 2nd cup, and then the measurement, it calls for, it says buttermilk. I use whatever milk I have. If I had started earlier, then I would have gone ahead and put some lemon juice in my milk to make it curdle, but I'm just going to use regular milk. So it says 3 to 4 ounces, and I use my mason jar because right there it has cups right here and ounces. So I'm just going to fill it up to the very bottom, not the very bottom, right here, to 4 ounces. I've done it with regular milk before. They turn out fine and delicious. So use what you have. I do have lemon juice, but I was ready to start filming. Let's see. I washed everything, so let's make sure all this milk gets in here. And then we stir until it's wet to handle. And then we get to start kneading biscuits. That's what this gold medal flour is for, right here. And as you can tell, it's sticking right here. So it's perfect consistency. It's wet to handle. So I'm going to put some flour on my board. I'll just use my 1 cup. Obviously I'm not using 1 cup of flour because that would be a lot of flour. I may need more, but just play it by ear. And if you could smell this, oh my goodness, it's so delicious. It smells so amazing. I made these as soon as we got them, and Brian and I were just like fighting over the biscuits. They were so good. So I think this is going to be a staple. And since it's just a mix and it's easy and delicious, why not, you know? I mean, I've been trying my hand at homemade biscuits. I haven't got them down yet. But these, are worth it. So I put some flour on top. Okay, so I'm just going over. It's going to be crumbly. And you may need to put more flour down, but I kind of just move it to where the flour is and kind of push it together. It says to knead for 10 to 12 times. It is very crumbly, but it's not going to be like a super hard biscuit. I need just a little bit more flour. There we go. And it is kind of sticking to the bottom, so I'm just kind of pulling that stuff up. And now it's starting to look more like a dough. It's a loose dough, but it's a dough nonetheless. Let's scoot everything together. See how beautiful it is? I kind of lost count, so I just keep going. Even though it says 10 to 12 times. Because you want to create all those amazing pockets in the biscuit. Okay, a little bit more flour, not a whole bunch. We're about done. Still sticking a little bit. And then a little bit more. It says you can add biscuit mix, but I don't want to waste biscuit mix. Know what I mean? So that's why I'm using flour. It'll do the same thing because there's flour in the mix. And you already incorporated most of it in it. There we go. Covered in flour, but it's no longer wet. Maybe a little bit on the edges. Okay. It says roll out. I'm just going to use my muffin, my jar. I don't own a rolling pin, so I just make do with what I have. I've used glasses before, just kind of whatever I'm feeling at the moment. So I don't want it too thin, because I want it to still be a little thick. See, it's not huge, but it's perfect. The beast is curious about what I'm doing. Let me adjust you again. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to flour my biscuit cutter. I did get this off Amazon. Another YouTuber, Appalachian Homestead, used it and linked it, and since I was trying to make biscuits, I was like, alright, I need this. But you can use one of these as well. The difference is this is you can even use it as a knife. It's sharp. And that's what you want for your biscuits. You want something to cut down and not circle, not do anything. Just cut down, and that one pulled it up. So I'm going to stick it on my pan, cut down, and these will rise pretty good. Cut down, so that way there's no turning, no nothing. It just cuts and slices really nicely. So with the excess, I'm going to knead it some more because I want as much as possible on that, because Brian and I are going to fight over it, even though I made more of the apple pocket. Hold on, my kitty's getting into stuff again. He's obsessed with the wires underneath the computer. No, sounds like a cat thing, huh? So I'm just rolling it out again. And then do some more. And go until there's nothing left. And if there's like a little bit left that that you don't have enough to put your thing, whether it's the mason jar, you could even use the whole mason jar, or the biscuit cutter, you can definitely just roll it into a circle and flatten it out. I saw that on another YouTube station as well. That's how they made their biscuits, and they were big. Because my biscuits have been small. So I also saw like homemade biscuits doing a fold and a fold and a knead, and it makes them super big. I'm going to try that next. But since these grow so well, I was just going to play it by ear with this one. So, because I don't want them too thin. Just enough so you can even see the layers already in that. It is kind of small, but they do rise. And see, this is the little bit that I have right here. Of course, I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to roll it into a ball and flatten it out. It's going to be a small biscuit, but a biscuit nonetheless. Okay guys, this is my biscuits going in, and I need to bake them for 6 to 10 minutes. So when it's done, I will do another video and show you. Look at these delicious biscuits. They didn't rise too much, but that's perfect for a snack and breakfast. But they are so good. I did burn the bottom of a couple of them, but they're still going to be delicious. I can cut those off, douse them in butter, something, but it's still delicious. It still smells good, and Brian is still going to eat them. So, yeah, coming on later today, I'm going to make my dad's frittata that he taught me how to make, and except I'm adding ham. It's a ham and potato frittata with a little tiny story. So we'll see you later for dinner. Like, comment, subscribe.